Hello YouTube and people of the interwebs, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be discussing and exploring the possibility that throughout the course of Doctor Who Series 13, the Tardis is dying. Now, this theory about Series 13 has sort of been kicking around the internet for quite a while. Like a month ago, there was a sort of craze of everyone posting videos about it. It's a weird one because I've sort of looked and I can't really trace the origin of where this theory came from. But before we delve into all of that, I'll just talk you through what the theory itself actually is. Now, it kind of is, you know, what it says on the tin. The TARDIS is dying. I mean, yeah, that's it. Video over. Thank you for watching. Haha. Jokes. So, the theory states that throughout the course of Series 13, the TARDIS is going to slowly break down, stop working, the Doctor's going to be trying to fix it, there's going to be things going wrong, the TARDIS isn't going to be as reliable. Well, it never really was reliable, was it?
You have never been very reliable.
It's going to be even less reliable than ever before.
You didn't always take me where I wanted to go.
No, but I always took you where you needed to go.
It's going to break down and just die. Maybe it's going to die at the start of the series and they're going to be stranded on Earth for the rest of it, similar to like the John Pertwee era, where the Doctor didn't have the ability to use the TARDIS and he was stuck on Earth the whole time. Maybe it's going to be a sort of repeat of that sort of story arc. Maybe all of Series 13, because of COVID and stuff, maybe it's all going to be set on Earth. Does that make sense? Because of COVID, they'd set it all on Earth? Probably not, because it's not like they need to like travel to other planets. But I suppose they do need to travel to other countries like South Africa to film alien landscapes, so that might make them set it all in like Sheffield? Actually, it's not Sheffield for Series 13, it's Liverpool. Because as we know, Dan the companion, Dan the man, is from Liverpool. He's a plumber from Liverpool, so he's going to be doing plumbery things. Now, why do people think this is happening? Well, one, in Revolution of the Daleks, the Doctor said, like, it's going to take 4 minutes for the TARDIS to travel from this destination to Osaka.
4 minutes to Osaka.
Yeah. Okay.
When usually, at least in modern Who, the TARDIS gets there instantly. And we know that Chibnall likes planting little seeds, like way back in the Ghost Monument, he hinted towards the Timeless Child arc, which ended up being the Series 12 finale.
We see deeper though, further back, the Timeless Child.
So it would make sense if he was going to go down the route of the TARDIS dying plot to hint at it in the festive special. He likes to sow his seeds, does Chibnall.
We plough the fields and scatter the good seed on the land.
Also, we've seen the TARDIS sort of break down and stop working relatively recently as well, when in Twice Upon a Time, for no apparent reason, it just decided to blow itself up, result being multiple system failure. Maybe that shows that the TARDIS is getting old and it's gonna die. But the main thing that makes me think, you know what, there may be some form of slight credibility in this rumour, is the fact that the Weeping Angels are back as a big presence in Series 13. We have seen countless filming pictures of Weeping Angels at a manor house, on a beach, down a road, like in a random foresty place. So I'm gonna presume Weeping Angel two-parter. Now, if we go back to the beginning of the Weeping Angels in Doctor Who, in the episode Blink, the Angels were after the phone box.
They have taken the blue box, haven't they? The Angels have the phone box.
The Angels have the phone box, that's my favourite. I've got that on a t-shirt.
The Angels weren't that interested in the Doctor himself, they zapped him back in time with Martha. What they wanted was the key to the TARDIS. Now, why did they want that key? They wanted the key so they could get in the TARDIS. I don't know why I needed to explain they needed the key to get in. I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory. In that fantastically pretentious, waffly speech from Tennant, we also heard that the Weeping Angels, given the power of the TARDIS, could take out the sun.
The blue box, it's my time machine. There is a world of time energy in there. They could feast on forever, but the damage they could do could switch off the sun.
And other evil deeds of doom. And we know that Chibnall likes to sort of borrow little bits from other writers. So maybe the Weeping Angels succeed, and they feed off the TARDIS energy.
I'm trying to get in!
It's tastes like chicken.
People have also pointed to the fact that Jodie Whittaker's TARDIS, in its weird sort of crystalline form with lots of smoke constantly billowing up from everywhere, all the old sort of junkiness, weird lookingness of it. Maybe that's a sign that the TARDIS itself is getting worn out, getting older, and as I said before, the whole 4 minutes to Osaka thing. Also, this is probably not even worth saying. Back in Revolution of the Daleks, the Doctor did try and take the TARDIS to like 1 week after Ryan, Graham and Yaz were dropped off on Earth. However, the TARDIS misshot it and it took 10 months.
How long's it been? A week? 2 weeks?
10 months.
It can't be. I set identical temporal coordinates to when I sent you back.
Yeah, but your time machine ain't the best at running to time, is it, Doc?
Now, the main times we've seen that go wrong before is when the TARDIS is damaged, i.e. the 11th hour, the TARDIS was broken in flames, etc., and the Doctor misshot the mark by like 10 years. So maybe that has something to do with the fact that the TARDIS is like breaking down, it's not working as it should. But then again, the TARDIS has never worked as it should. In making this video, I've also tried to consider the other times that we've seen the TARDIS almost die. The main one I can think of is in the Rise of Steel, no, the Age of Steel and Rise of the Cybermen. The parallel Earth stories from way back in season 2, when the TARDIS slips into these parallel worlds, it dies. It doesn't have an energy source, it just breaks down. We're never 100% given a reason as to why that is, but David Tennant's 10th Doctor does say if the Time Lords were here, we'd be able to hop in and out of universes easily. So it's a good thing the Time Lords were restored in Day of the Doctor, and then, oh.
Look upon my work, Doctor, and despair.
Oh. Yeah. The Time Lords are dead again, so if the Doctor does somehow get trapped in a parallel universe or another dimension, maybe the TARDIS begins to die there. In Spyfall Part 1, we met the Kasavan, who were these beings from another dimension, and I think there was a line about the TARDIS not working in their dimension. We also heard the other day in an interview with John Bishop, he was trying to sort of quote and sort of take the mickey, obviously in a nice way, some of Jodie's Doctor's lines from the upcoming series, and he said something about interdimensional, otherworldly, other universe type beings. So does this imply we are going to be travelling to parallel worlds or other universes in Series 13? And maybe when the TARDIS gets there, it's going to break down and they can't get back out. As Chibnall likes to sort of change up the formula, stamp his mark on the show, the TARDIS dying would be a nice sort of series-long plot arc, rather than a mystery box like, ooh, what does Bad Wolf mean? Ooh, what does Torchwood mean? Ooh, what does this mean? You'll find out in the finale. What if the series arc is one continuous thing, similar to the E-Space trilogy from Classic Who, where there's a clear goal, they need to get something, which is like, they need to heal the TARDIS, maybe there's some sort of random magical thing that brings the TARDIS back and they're searching for it. Maybe each episode focuses on them trying to get the TARDIS repaired, like that might be a nice shift up to the usual mystery box formula, giving us a different sort of plot arc. We've also got to consider that this is Jodie's. I say that with confidence. This is probably, we don't know, but this is likely to be Jodie's last series as the Doctor. I've made countless videos on why. It's also incredibly likely that both John Bishop and Mandip Gill will leave after Series 13. In interviews and stuff, John Bishop said he almost didn't take the job and his contract is only for this series, so it's incredibly likely Dan is going to leave at the end of it. Also, after Series 13, we'll have had Yaz for 3 continuous series, which, like, we're probably not going to get a 4 companion series. Like, I don't think that's ever happened before. Add that on top of all the rumours of Jodie leaving, and it's looking incredibly likely this is the last outing for this specific TARDIS team. So maybe the TARDIS is going to go with them. Maybe the TARDIS is dying with Jodie's Doctor. We've always known that, like, the Doctor and the TARDIS are sort of somehow mentally linked, interconnected. So maybe when Jodie's Doctor starts dying, her TARDIS will start dying too. We always see that the TARDIS can refresh itself, but maybe we'll even see on screen a sort of TARDIS regeneration. Maybe Jodie and the TARDIS regenerate together. We saw this leaked filming picture from Series 13 the other day, and this is incredibly unlikely. But what if that is a potential regeneration scene with the TARDIS also regenerating in the background? It's not, is it? Realistically, it's not. So that wasn't worth saying. So I'm gonna like brand this theory sort of meh. Maybe it'll happen, maybe not. Probably not, but you can never say never. However, I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this theory. Would you like to see it happen? How would you write Series 13? That does bring us to the end of today's video. As ever, if you did enjoy, please do remember to like, comment, subscribe. You know the drill. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.
Don't forget to click below.
Subscribe to the confused Adipose.